This is Brandon.
This is John from Monster Truck, and you're watching the Backbeat Experience.
All music is the same. It's just a new set of lyrics and a new backbeat.
AndreGraziadei today here with the Backbeat Experience and a chat with Monster Truck, Brandon and John. Thanks a lot for taking time out from your busy schedule to have a chat.
Yeah, real busy.
So I had the opportunity to talk with you and Jeremy a couple of years back, but Brandon, of course, you weren't in the picture at that point in time, but what would be then your musical family background?
There is very little musical background in my immediate family. My parents have zero clue about it, and
really?
I think that's part of the reason why I'm in it. Being a firstborn, you tend to want to, not be told what to do, and so
It's rebellious.
So no musical bones. So at what point?
No, my dad's brother was a drummer.
Okay.
My mother's family, there's guitar pickers and banjo pickers and all that stuff, and her father and her uncles were all like tap dancers and singers. It was like there's a big entertainer side on
Okay, so entertainment was in the family. So at what point did you decide you wanted to play an instrument?
To be honest, I was just compelled to. I started to play when I was 12 years old. I would sign out the bass guitar and the amp from the music classroom and bring it home on the bus and then play Nirvana songs with my friends. Like since I was 12 years old, I didn't even think about it. It just happened.
It just happened.
Yeah.
Okay, happenstance. So so now the third album is out since 2013. You guys wrote this one on the road, or?
Yeah. Pretty much, most of it gets written on the road.
Yeah?
Yeah. We don't really, it's just always happening.
But you don't wake up in the middle of the night and write stuff down?
Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, it depends what happens. I mean, sometimes it hits you like that, sometimes it's different ways. I don't know. I try not to worry about it. It just kind of comes. I find if you don't stress about things like that, I find I do my best when it doesn't matter. You know? Typically
Canadian. We are just so low-key.
There you go.
All right, the crowd reception is often critical, especially if you're opening for someone. Now, apparently I saw online that you guys didn't have a really great reception opening for Deep Purple.
We did okay. I mean, we did okay. I thought it was fine. Like, I thought it was just, like, totally good. And then, I don't know, other people have differing opinions. But, like, Jared's rather vocal, so he probably said, oh, he didn't, blah, 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 whatever. But I thought it was great. I had a blast, and I don't think our reception was bad.
Really?
Some places it was insane. Like,
I don't think it hurt in any way.
Oh,
like,
for sure not.
I don't know what some people expect to gain out of an experience like that.
Right.
But I think we gained as much as anyone could hope to gain.
Well, certainly another crowd.
Absolutely.
Right.
I mean, I think what you're hearing probably came from. There's an aspect of the Purple fan base that's kind of almost proggy and like really likes the long solos and the technical side of it that maybe we don't appeal to those people as much.
Right.
But I do think that's not a large percentage of their audience. It's just some of them, So I don't know. I think that's probably part of what Jeremy maybe felt was.
I'm really saying that because I've heard him say it before.
To be honest, I believe it is just him that feels that way. So.
It's just him.
It was great. I mean, what do you want? We got to play with our heroes. We got to hang out with them every day and have dinner.
What more do you want?
It was unbelievable. I wouldn't change it for the world. I learned so many things, and I got to obviously watch one of the biggest legends of my instrument play one of my favorite styles of music, and I learned, and he was so nice to me, and I learned so many things. It's my best favorite touring experience I've ever had. So.
Yeah, so I mean, whether it benefited our career or not is kind of my point. It doesn't really matter at all.
To be honest, it did though. It benefited.
It always does.
Playing.
Every time you play.
We've been going out to the merch table at the end of the show on this tour, and every single night someone will tell me they first saw us at Deep Purple, and they're now fans. So
So
That's
there you
the-
go. So
that's
I think
the
Jeremy is. I think he's just vocal.
He's, yeah.
We'll leave it at that. So you guys recorded this this new record in a church in North Carolina. How did that come about?
It's a great studio. We've done work on all of our records there, I think.
Yep, all 3 of our full lengths have
And-
been recorded at least in part at that studio.
Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome. Asheville's a beautiful place. They have a house you live in.
They have really great gear at
Yeah,
the
it's
studio.
an unbelievable place. So the vibe we wanted, for sure.
Asheville's such a cool town. It's like a little mountain town. If you look at a political map, it's a tiny dot of blue.
Right.
Sea of red.
But yeah, they have a policy where there's no chain stores are allowed in their downtown area, and
Okay.
tons of the musicianship of all the locals there is through the roof. Warren Haynes
Really?
is from Asheville,
Okay.
so that's just an example. But yeah, it's just a magical place, really.
But I suppose being isolated there, it gets you to concentrate more on the music, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but we went out.
Yeah,
It was
of
fun.
course.
But yeah, I think we were already ready to go. I think we went down there being like as ready to go as we could be,
Uh-huh.
and we just pounded it out. Like, just tracked it like.
Yeah, I mean, I think Steve was going to have a baby, so I think he did his drums in like 5 or 6 days, and then
Yeah,
he
he's
left.
like, I'm out.
and then we finished 14 songs in 20 days or something like that.
Wow.
Pretty much completely done. We had to do a tiny bit of vocals, like background vocals and stuff.
Oh yeah, because my kid got sick, I had to go home.
Right.
But it was good. It was amazing. Like exactly what we needed to do. So happy.
Right place, right time.
Exactly.
I still made sure I didn't miss the Tuesday night funk jam at the Asheville Music Hall every Tuesday. So
I was watching your track by track commentary with you and Jeremy, and some of it was certainly hilarious. Some of it was off the cuff, but listening to what you were describing, I had this impression that this album was kind of an introspective look, reflections of growing up.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think there's a lot of we do a lot of growing up every time we go on tour. Every record I think is a good snapshot into like previous year. I think it's like
we'll just restart once he's found what he's looking for.
it's okay.
I'm not sure what he's looking for,
No,
but
they're working.
yeah, but an album, I always find an album is a snapshot in time of where you are.
Right, yeah, and that's kind of what it was. I mean, it was pretty good. The way it worked out, I think it's a perfect example of all the ups and downs and different emotions of touring for 5 years straight, pretty much. You know, it was. I think the record's a little bit tumultuous, but I think that's how it felt. And that's, now it's a little bit easier, a little more understanding after taking a while off. But I think the franticness of True Rockers is definitely how it got.
So the album, was this a conscious decision to like mix up the tracks? Like you guys were not, of course, you're always trying to expand where the band is at that point in time.
Right.
And now you've made a conscious decision of making different tracks. Kind of like, there's some bands like Queen, they were like unpredictable.
Right.
Is this what you guys tried to aim for this album?
I think we're just trying to write the best songs. I think the ones that make it are going to be the ones that we think are going to be the most successful, and the ones that we like the most. And I think, you always want to be different. I mean, the more curveballs we throw, the farther we can go in any direction. And so I think it's naive to pigeonhole yourself. Even though people want us to play the same old clutch style, stonery, southern rock stuff all the time, it's like, yeah, you can do that. We can put out 3 of the same record if we wanted to, but what's the fun in that?
It can be AC/DC, like,
I don't want to be.
I think we're still having fun with it too. We're not, we're trying things here and there, and maybe the albums don't sound the same, but there's still lots of great songs on it. And we're growing as songwriters and musicians, and that's showing itself. So I don't think we take it too seriously.
Well, you guys never did from the start.
Right.
Yeah.
This has always just been a lot of fun.
So, but I mean, it's
serious enough.
We're still pumped. Yeah, we're serious enough.
It's a great ride.
We're still pumping out great songs, and the band playing great, and that's good.
Yeah, but as you guys mentioned one time, with a name like Monster Truck, what do you expect?
Exactly. What do you want?
So the track Evolution, again, I think it was Jeremy saying that some people were slamming it.
Oh yeah, but that's fine. It does. I mean,
but based on what?
People slam all of our songs. It's not it's not for everybody, and that's fine.
People, I think some of the real traditional old school fans, or maybe the more indie type fans, were trying to look at how they could get jabs in about the whole Nickelback support stuff. So that was a good opportunity.
It doesn't matter. I mean, really, it's funny. I said to someone, it'll be a cool day in hell when we criticize ourselves judged on YouTube comments. So we'll see how that goes.
I always say if there's no comments, then everything's fine.
Right. And the funny thing is you're looking at it and people are like, I had an interviewer actually bring this up and he's like, go read the comments. So I went and read them. And I'm like, holy crap, those are really harsh. Like, all right, oh shit. And then I went and looked at the top and there was like, a few thousand likes and like 30 dislikes. I'm like, well, I mean, I never comment on anything, and people just want to hate on shit. But that's fine. It doesn't matter to us. I mean, I'm not going to change what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's like there's 7,000 views and 30 comments and 20 are bad. So like, let's put it into perspective, really.
Exactly. So I always say if you got something negative to say, why bother listening to it?
Exactly. Well, my thing is too, also is, keep hating it. The more they hate us, the better it is for us. I'm not kidding. We saw it happen.
Yeah.
The whole Nickelback.
It's kind of like
the more people that hated them, the more popular they were.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
That's how it works. That's how it works. The more you can be, whether you're a villain or a hero, it doesn't matter. The more you're around, the more money you make.
To be honest, ruffling feathers sometimes gets you more
Look at
exposure.
Kanye West.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Like I said, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Exactly.
As long as you're in.
And he's getting on that. He's getting on the biggest show in the world. So it's like,
Yeah. True Rocker. You guys got Dee Snider to hook up with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of befitting, 80s, and music is kind of like 80s style. I mean, did you grow up as fans of Twisted Sister? I don't know.
yeah, sure. Like the big songs.
Yeah, for sure.
The big songs, for sure. I mean, it was never really on my radar. Like when, but yeah, I want to rock. And, we're not going to take it.
Again, that was something that you kind of like couldn't take too seriously.
Right, and it's fun. It's fun. That's where rock and roll's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll leave the serious stuff to Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I don't need to write lyrics like that.
I don't even think Bob wants to be too serious.
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen him in concert, and I don't think I've missed anything. So, official, I'm not a Bob Dylan fan. So there you go. So would True Rocker be your stadium song?
Nah, I don't know.
No?
I think it's too fast for a stadium.
Too fast? Really?
It's pretty fast.
There's some audience participation there with the hey and whatever.
Yeah.
But
I think more Don't Tell Me How to Live or Sweet Mountain River. Those are the good stadium songs.
Yeah,
they're the right speed.
Sure, and the slower the song is, the better it sounds. Trust me.
well, you guys, you've been trying stuff out, so there you go.
Yeah.
The track Being Cool is over. What is considered cool at the moment?
No idea. That's what it's about. It's about being so out of touch that you don't know what's up and down.
Because you were mentioning you and your denim jackets and your buddies.
Yeah, hanging out with sunglasses on. But I mean, and I'm just saying. Basically, that song's me saying I'm old and over it.
Yeah, that's what I was getting back to. Was saying that it's a retrospect on your youth, right. And now it's like, okay, yeah, my youth is gone.
Jaded, yeah.
It's pretty much. The track Undone, great, effective, bluesy simplicity. I mean, it's I love it.
Thanks, man.
Cool.
Yeah, that was.
We love that one too. It's really fun to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's bare bones, but it does it for me.
Yeah, man.
You know, with a message.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, really.
The track Hurricane, was that inspired by any chance by global warming?
No, it's just that song is just a bunch of nonsense.
Really?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of stupid macho.
Is that one you
nonsense.
dreamed up?
Macho nonsense. It's like that's how you write a monster truck song, folks. Macho nonsense in a row.
Okay, let's go look at it another way. Have you ever been in a natural catastrophe?
No.
I don't think so.
I like some. No.
Count yourself lucky.
Oh yeah. I mean, now these days.
I mean, you can figure Fort McMurray.
Yeah, exactly.
That would have been one.
Well, I mean, the fires thing is crazy. I've driven through forest fires in BC.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I was at a music festival in BC, not this past summer, but the one before, and there was forest fires between 20 and 5 kilometers away the whole time. It was threatened that they're going to have to leave.
Wow.
It was pretty crazy, but...
We've driven through and seen entire sides of mountains on fire. Pretty crazy. That's nuts. But that's as far as it gets. I've never been in a hurricane or like I've seen some pretty tough rainstorms. But,
Yeah.
So, Brandon, you mentioned about trying stuff out. Have you guys ever had wanting to introduce like maybe new instruments?
sort of. I mean, I think more so. Not really.
I don't know, to be honest, like, there's lots of keyboard sounds that I would love to try to get in there if it works,
right?
If it suits it. I'm a big nerd about all computer software and samples and all the different, amazing music programs that are out there. And I nerd out on that stuff all the time on my own. And I'm sure when it comes to writing keyboard parts, I might have some new ideas that might work, but the classic organ piano formula.
Kind of like what Geddy Lee was using with Rush, something like that?
Actually, to be honest, we have used Moog Taurus pedals
right.
To beef stuff up, which is synthesizer kind of
right.
stuff. Yeah, we'll see. It's kind of, but the pianos and organs sound so classic.
What about harmonica?
There's something in your record.
Yeah, there's six songs, I think.
Is that?
We had Jim.
There's a bunch of harmonic on it, but some of that. I mean, none of us play it, so.
Time to learn.
There you go. Well, no, just don't play it.
On Facebook, you guys posted a video of Black Spider.
No, did we?
Yeah. And I was watching it, and I had to chuckle because Jeremy on stage reminded me so much of Jack Black.
Oh, really?
Check out your own Facebook website.
I don't have Facebook.
Well, the band does.
Yeah,
Who looks after that?
Sure.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, I don't do it.
Okay.
That was from a long time ago. And if you look closely, Steve is not playing drums. Steve was on tour with his other band.
Really?
I figured that was about 8 years ago.
Wow. Time flies.
Yeah.
When you're having fun.
Yeah, I always am.
Hockey season is again upon us.
Yep.
I guess Jeremy posted something about musician Shinny.
No, yeah.
What is that all about?
It's just pick up hockey.
Yeah, it's any musicians in the area. They go, I don't know, it's Thursday or Friday at noon or something like that, and they Jer's he's a computer coordinator of all these kind of things. So he's
right in there.
He's the one trying to beef up his Friday hockey.
Kind of like what we would do when you come home from school.
Right.
Throw your books in the corner, so screw the homework. Yeah. Pick up your skates and go to the local rink.
Yeah. Well, he does a lot of playing.
Steve has played here and there before, but
I'm so worried about hurting myself. I fall hard, man. I'm tall.
That's a long way down.
Yeah, man. Seriously.
It's a long way down when you're tall. So what do you think? What do you think the Leafs' chances are this year?
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Really?
I think they'll get to round 2.
Okay.
I think that's a reasonable
assumption.
Yeah. I think they'll get to the second round of playoffs.
Okay.
And we'll see. Anything above that, I think it's gravy. But if they sign Nylander today, they'll probably get.
Okay, well, I wish them the best. I'm a
Montreal's not too
I'm a
bad
Canadians
either.
fan. They're not doing too well.
Well, no, they're not doing terrible. They're doing pretty good.
Yeah, well,
Considering the team has 0 stars on it.
yeah, true. They got rid of them.
Or like young guys that aren't developed yet, but anyways.
That might come. So there's something I do at the end. It's called either or.
Okay.
So pick one. The book or the movie?
Movie.
Book.
Okay. Eggs or pancakes?
Thanks.
Eggs, but I do love pancakes. That's just me being sensible.
Well, you could put syrup on eggs too.
Yeah, but
I'm a pancake guy too, but I would take eggs over.
I do love pancakes. Like, it was one of the first things I learned how to make. My mom made really good pancakes, and I would have been 7 or 8 years old. Being
Okay.
like, I have to learn how to do this.
Cool.
I'm gonna crack this pancake code.
Bath or a shower?
Shower.
Yeah, shower.
I like baths.
I like baths, but it's a lot of work.
It's relaxing. Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, if my bathtub was bigger.
Yeah, if I had a cleaner bathtub.
So LP or CD?
Nope.
Yeah,
For sure.
of course.
LP.
100%.
Mustang or Corvette?
Corvette.
Corvette.
Corvette. Yeah, let her rip. 100%. See, now I had something for Steve, but I don't know. Are you fathers?
Yeah, I am.
John
You
is-
are? Okay, so this might work. Cleaning windows or changing diapers?
Oh, cleaning windows.
Really?
I'd rather clean windows than change diapers.
Yeah, but windows. Let's say your house has like 30 windows.
Whatever.
Okay.
My kid had really smelly shits. He's the best. He's also the most amazing kid in the world, but like, yeah, sometimes it was a lot.
Okay. Well, Brandon, John, thanks a lot.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Thank you.